Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Anyone? Mic check, mic check. I don't know about YouTube, but this is my first live. I'm just seeing how it goes. I'm the only one here. Oh man, I left my phone. I ain't got no music in here. Hold up, y'all. I'll be back. Let's see if some people coming here. Phone. We gon' keep going, going. I know y'all can probably hear everything, but it's okay. It's okay. Where y'all at? What's up? I hope y'all can hear me. Ooh, that's loud. Oh well, I ain't tripping. Look at that, 4 minutes, nobody in. It's all right. You knew. It's okay. I still hope everybody having a great day, enjoying themselves, getting what you got to get done on this. What's the Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, hump day. What's good? Trying to get them predictions on record. Because I know everybody trying to check this fight outcome this weekend. Saturday, December 5th, we got Errol, the truth. Spence Jr. And that boy Danny Swift Garcia. Swifty. You know what I'm saying? Philly. Talk about Danny, the champ of the world. You know what I'm saying? That boy Danny Garcia. Underrated fighter. Who in the building? I see two people. put in a comment so I can shout you out. It's my first live. Just trying to get everybody take on this fight that's coming up this weekend. Yeah, no. And this is my first time going live, so I don't know how to work this thing. How you doing? How you doing? God damn it, how your mama doing? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, gonna be a great fight this weekend. No, I can't wait to see this man back in the ring. That's Errol. Big EJ. Got my camera set up, got a new lens. I'm telling y'all, if you do this YouTube stuff or any photography video stuff, man, that 50 millimeter lens, they make stuff happen. They make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You should get one. Make your camera shine. Look at, you want that iPhone blur that everybody, that 50 millimeter lens. That's what that is. They got them cheap on Amazon too. It's not the same as my camera. I got a knockoff from China, but hey, you see, invest in yourself. Find something you love to do it. Keep doing it. Here in Minnesota, it was 40 degrees. We in December. It was 40 degrees outside today. I couldn't believe it. It's that fool's weather, as my mama used to say. Go out there in that fool's weather, you catch that flu, that Verona. That Verona, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they want to call it. Cause I ain't thumbs up myself, I don't think. Hold on. I didn't thumbs up myself. One person watching. Oh no, that's me. That's me. Hey. That's me. Hey. I don't even care. Sorry. See, I'm messing with my phone in the middle of this. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna get to it because I've been sitting here for 8 minutes and nobody want to see me, but y'all will. Y'all will. Welcome to the chat. Leave something in the chat so I can shout you out. It's my first live. I appreciate you. You left. Oh, okay. Fuck it, man. Hey. So, yo, man, let's get to it, man. I'm here to discuss the fight coming up this weekend. It's your boy Ricky Williams, aka whatever. But that's my name. That's my government name. Let's get to it, man. We going first. If you're here, you like the content, you think I can better the content, you think I can improve, you got suggestions, you got things you like me to cover, please leave your comments at the BOTTOM. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Or if you love me, like the channel. I really appreciate it. Help that algorithm out. But hey, this weekend we got that boy from Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? That boy Errol the Truth Spence versus Danny Swift Garcia from Philly, the fighting town of Philly, where everybody nice with their hands down there. Okay. Let's give you a little background to the foreground, and we'll get down. So you got Danny Swift Garcia, one of the top tier welterweights, top 5 in my opinion. Had a great showing in his last fight, and it set up to this. Him and Errol supposed to fight a year and a half ago, but some things happened again. If you're in the boxing, you know Errol had a car accident a little bit after his win over Showtime Porter for the WBC belt, which Errol now has the IBF that he won from Kell Brook some years back, and the WBC belt, which he had just won a year or so ago from Sean Porter. Right. So what's the question in this? The biggest question in this fight is not if Danny Garcia is who he says he is, right? It's not if Danny Garcia has some type of injury, if Danny Garcia still has it. The narrative of this fight is Errol 100% after the car accident? Does he have something wrong with him that they're not releasing, or that his camp is not or his camp has information that they were holding? Is Errol 100%? And I believe he is. I honestly believe, from the way this man carries himself, the way he talks, that if he didn't feel he could be in there, that he wouldn't. If he didn't feel that he could be, and not, I'm not gonna say 100%, because I don't think any fighter really is 100% when they get in there. Fighters go in there with injuries, little tweaks and creaks that they never say anything about. But if Errol was not able to fight, I don't think he would even get in there. I got a new mic. I can hear the dog barking on his mic, so y'all hear it too. So get over it. It'll be okay. So how can this? What are we looking for in this fight? We're looking to see, basically, can Errol dominate? Right? Is Errol the fighter he was before the accident? Now, what does Danny bring to the table? Danny brings a lot of experience. Danny's strong. He's sturdy. Really good. Really good fighter. Right? I'm not going to say a boxer, because boxer, I think, is someone who can get up on their toes, move around, get a little slick and jab, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But like Danny's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I think he's really underrated, right? Danny's always been an underdog. So and he's proved a lot of people wrong. He's got two losses versus two of the top welterweights. That's Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. And both of those losses were you know what I'm saying, kind of, if you was looking for certain things, you'll probably said the fight was for Danny if you was looking for certain things. But he lost to two of the best welterweights on the planet. Now, what can Garcia do well? What Garcia does well, what he does really well, is sit in the pocket, and he's able to time most fighters. Time them. Yo, what's good, Rod? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you. My first. Hopefully, you won't be my last. I thought I'd just go live. And now that you in here, Rod, we here to see the fight this weekend. We got Big EJ going against Danny. Who you got? What's your reasoning for the person you picking? How do you see this fight going this Saturday? Because I was just running down. Or or you could tell me I finished doing my rundown. If you got any questions, swing in. Right? So who you got this weekend, and why? Errol by UD or TKO? Agreed, right? And like I was saying, Danny not no pushover though. That's why I think this fight is like, I don't think people are giving this fight the credence that it actually deserves. You know what I mean, Rod? I think that this fight, I mean, even the losses for Danny were contested, right? They were contested fights, and if Danny was undefeated, this fight will have a whole different narrative. You know what I mean? I think he is too. I think Errol has, like, if I let me go on a bit of a rant about what's going on with Errol, right? What people don't understand, like, once you have a come to Jesus meeting, once you meet death, or a very strenuous situation, you start to really uh reorganize priorities, right? You really start to reorganize the priorities, and you find out the things you fear, and honestly, the things you don't. Right. So what really bothers me, what really bothers me about what I think is going to happen this weekend, is that people don't understand how dedicated Errol is right now to just getting W's, because what that means is that he gets the W's, his pots get bigger as far as his wealth, and he's looking to take care of his family in the long run at this point in his career, right? What that means, like, if you face death or a strenuous situation like that, whereas you had to question, the who's and the whys of your life. You being afraid to tussle with a dude or of another man really doesn't fall into your consciousness anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, hey, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me or him, and that gives you it gives you a bit of an edge, right? I think it gives a man an edge when he realizes, hey, this is what I'm capable of doing. This is what I'm capable of not doing, and basically knowing where his limits are and where to stretch them. Does that make sense, Rod? Right. So what I think gonna happen this weekend, I think Errol's gonna basically I think Errol's gonna box smart. He's gonna stay on the jab, keep his feet light, work them angles. Right. You know how it is, right? You get comfortable. The fight, and I don't think it's just fighters, it's anybody. You get used to that dough, you get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got them bags sitting, you looking at the bags, you got the Ferrari, you got, the bad chicks at your door, stuff like that. You get comfortable, you get lax, you there. And I mean, I think that's what my take is on other professional team sports. Once they get to a certain point, right, they're no longer trying to excel their game. They're like, okay, I'm getting this dough, I'm all right, you know. But you just happen to have some players that are more physically exceptional on their team. LBJ, Durant, Kyrie, Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in boxing, right, you don't have nobody else to rely on, right? So if you slipping in the gym, you're not doing that work. It's gonna show. It's gonna show up, right? And there's no excuse for it but you. But I see Errol coming out. I mean, keeping Danny at range with a sharp jab. And once the jab starts landing up and down, that's when the whole game opens up. Once the jab, if he can get that jab working up and down, showing Danny the angles as far as moving side to side, not staying on a straight line, going to the body consistently. I mean, no matter I can honestly, like I said, to me, I can say that there's like 4 different ways for Errol to beat Danny, but Danny only got one way to beat Errol, right? So I honestly hope he puts on a boxing clinic. I think it would show a lot, especially with the talk between him and Bud that's going on right now. Bud catch one shot and dudes in the eye. You call it how you want it, right? He did get the W. Right. That's consistent, right? That's the ABCs of Errol Spence. And I don't think Danny has ever been. Danny been in there with some motherfuckers. Danny been in there with some like I said, he beat Matisse, and I called that fight for Matisse before, not for Matisse, but for Danny when it got made. I was like, Danny gonna whoop the shit out of Matisse. The styles just didn't match up. And plus, Matisse was used to plowing through guys. Nobody can plow through Danny. I've never seen a fighter plow through Danny. So let's say if those rounds get late and we see Errol pushing through Danny, I will be uber impressed. I will be super impressed if he can push through Danny. Right? But you can get there the smart way. You stay out of danger. You keep your right hand up. Got to hold the phone with Danny because he can catch you coming over a lazy jab or a overextended shot with that hook. Right? But if he keeps Danny at range and boxes Danny for 7 or 8, I could see Danny getting set down 10 or 11. 10 or 11, right? I think if it gets too bad, Angel Garcia, his dad, he'd be running that rah-rah, but he love his son. He'll stop it for his son. He'd be like, yo, I'm not going to send you back out there if you're getting beat up like this. And Danny hands way slow. I think that's going to be a problem, too. I think Danny's not aware of how fast Errol is because on TV and you looking at it, it don't look like that. But Errol's jab is crispy and the body shots ring off like cymbals, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? There's no time in between them. So I got that boy. I got that boy Errol Spence, like a late TKO or UD easy work. Let's not say that. Let's not say that easy work. I would say 9-3, 10-2, something like that, Rod. 9-3, 10-2. How that sound? That's the way I got it going. But I'm happy to see EJ back. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know what his camp is about. We don't know what's really going on. That's what I like about Errol, man. He keep it quiet till it's time to come out and react. And I like that about most of the PBC fighters. To be honest, it ain't a bunch of rah rah rah. When it's time to fight, they roll and they like, hey, what's up? What's popping? Brand new whip just hopping. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Porter was like I said. I'm big on Porter now, man. Like I always liked him, but until I saw him fight EJ, I didn't know what he really had in him. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was a dog, but I didn't know he had that much dog in him. And the fight to me with Porter, Errol really beat him up. A lot of people call it close, but I watched that fight like 4 or 5 times. Errol was catching him clean on a lot of stuff. Boy, look, that boy Sean got a chin, bro. Sean tough. Sean is tough. That mofo is tough, boy. Right? And now he got 3 different ways he can fight, man. I'm proud of him, man. Like, um, Sean Porter would give Terrence Crawford all sort of problems. I would love to see that fight. I would have loved to see Porter versus Kell Brook too. Like if Porter was healthy at this point in career, I know it's an F because his eyes is gone. But let's say if he was healthy at this point in his career, and Sean, with the way he fights and that he can fight now, that would have been a great fight at this time. Because Porter is a totally different fighter than what he was became famous for. Brawling Paulie and Andre Berto and stuff like he don't hardly like that dude. He knows how to use his jab now. He's good with the angles, cutting in and out, dipping in and out. Man, Porter's impressive, man. Porter's a problem for anybody, bro. Like if you're not on your shit on any night, Porter can beat you. That's just being real. That's just being real. Now, if you're not on your shit on any given night, Porter can beat you. He can beat any welterweight. Right? But what else we got going on, man? That boy, Bud, man. What's up with your mans, Rod? What's up with your mans? Boy, man, I see why Bud don't like talking. Bud need to be quiet. If there's not a publicist or a lawyer around, you should hush. What is up with your man's Bud, man? I don't get what his logic coming from. Where's he getting this from? Man, Bud ain't got smoke. Bud ain't got smoke for nobody, man. He got smoke for these Rudy Poops, these Rudy Poop welterweights, man. Bud knew what he was doing signing with Bob. That's what Rod, this is what I'm saying, bro. And to people at home that's watching this, how is it? How is it that Rod, Ricky, if you watch other boxing videos, you got Trill Boxing Talk, you got Fanon, you got Black Fight Fan TV, you got Ego's Army over here, you got Blue Blood Sports TV, you got Contender Regime Boxing, you got Black Star TV. You know what I'm saying? You got all these channels. You got all these channels that know boxing, man. ESN News, Dante's Boxing Nation, who know how Top Rank does what business, man. Let me give you an example. We had a great fight that we all know we should have saw it at a different time. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and I'm just using this because everybody knows this fight, but it's happened numerous of times in Top Rank, right? You got two elites. Right? Now you got one elite over at the PBC or the Al Heyman side, right? Big money fighter. Everyone touts him as the number one. Touts him as the number one. He's the A side considered, right? He's the one that put the butts in the seats, stays talented, always on top, always shows out, right? Then you got fighter B over here at Top Rank, aka Manny Pacquiao, who's good, right? Yeah, he good, but the fighters he beaten had all of them got questions. It's either questions about the fighters or the questions about him, right? You got this dude Manny Pacquiao who dropped Shane Mosley. Now, please note, Shane Mosley was in the downside of his career, so that's whatever it was, right? But he's beaten all these supposedly great names either at their time, past their due date, They're either past their due date or there's a question surrounding the fight. You wait until the fight gets to a fever pitch, let it drop back down to the point where where the boxing fans are starting not to care about it. Then you give them the fight. Again, at a time where it's way past the prime of when we saw the fight, where we would have seen top against top, prime against prime, and we really would have saw who went with what. Right? This is the same thing they doing with Bud. This is the same thing. Teofimo, they in the same boat. This is the same thing. And of course they can rah because they can't go off the porch no matter how bad they talk until Daddy Bob says so. This is the top ranked business model. So again, me as a casual, as y'all want to say, or as a fan or a sideshare fan, I can see this, but y'all can't. And you the fighter. Easy fights get made. If Bud really wanted smoke, this fight is easy to make. Your promoter gonna tell you not with the A side, you're not even worth that money. Sit your ass down. We trying to get this bag. And the fight happens. Right? But this not happening with Bud. Why? Your promoter works for you. Why isn't the fight happening? Your promoter works for you, Bud. This don't make sense to me. Exactly, right. Exactly. The stuff he was saying on Instagram was asinine. He's delusional. How can you even say that how can you even ask the question of how Danny Garcia, why do you consider Danny Garcia a top welterweight? Why do we consider you a top welterweight? When at welter, the fighters he lost to are better than every fighter that you beat. The fighters that Danny lost to are better than every fighter that Bud has beat at welterweight. He's been in 5 fights. Danny got 2 losses. Those 2 fighters can whoop anybody on Bud Crawford welterweight resume at the point that he fought him. Can you honestly say with a straight face that if Deshaun Porter today fought the Kell Brook that he fought a couple of weeks ago, that Sean Porter would lose? The Kell Brook he fought at this point of his career, can you confidently say that Kell Brook beat Sean Porter? I'll wait. Or better yet, can you confidently say that any welterweight that Terrence Crawford has defeated can beat Danny Garcia? Can you confidently say every fighter that that Bud beat can beat Danny Garcia? I can't. And that's keeping it real. Keeping it real. Right? But when you ask these questions, man, you got to know what you're talking about. Right? You got to know what you're talking about. But you got these fans and the media outlets caping for Bud. Like, they don't know boxing. And you ask them simple, logical questions, they look at you funny, and all you hear is what?
This is the Neutrogena Skin 360 app.
Goddamn
To show
ad.
you how it works, let's go inside.
Right? That's all you hear. What you hear? You don't hear nothing but them damn crickets. That's all you hear.
Happy.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you hear. Crickets. Like I said, he need to be quiet, man, because what it does to me personally as a boxing fan, If I hear you talking a bunch of rah rah, that makes me look at you like, okay, you the man. Let's see what you did. Let's see what you did. That's all he doing is opening up Pandora's box for people to actually scrutinize you more than they're doing right now. And looking at Bud's resume at 140 and 147, he can't hold a light to Danny's resume at 140 and 147. Danny beat every damn body at 140 damn near. And he's fighting welterweights that Bud won't fight for whatever reason. For whatever reason. But like I said, the reason is Bud because you knowingly signed with Top Rank knowing this is the business model, bro. So you know specifically this is how you're going to get moved. And you're okay with that. He's okay, Rod. He's okay with it. So is it coincidence, right? Or is it a plan because you signed with them twice? Rod, he signed with Top Rank twice. He did the re-up. Right? So what are you talking about here? What are you talking about, Bud? You say you don't want to take 60-40, but but Khan made more than you at least reported. Right? So you're okay with you're not okay with getting 40% of a possibly $150 million fight, but you're okay with getting $7 million against a Khan that was melted by Canelo. You tell me, because this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Say hello in the chat. What's good? This is what you're doing, bud. EB Sweaterlot, salute. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bud, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways, bro. You can't consider yourself great when you fight in lower competition. When you know everybody in the industry knows for a fact the premier welterweights are with PBC. This is a fact. This is not deniable. This is not debatable. Hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat so I know you there. Keep the chat, refresh the chat for me. This is not debatable, bud. So for you to simply keep saying that you're fighting the best, you're lying. And if you believe him, you believe liars. I don't take away what Bud does. Like I said, any man could have a bad night in that ring, man or woman. Excuse me, guys, because King D, what's popping? Peace to the God. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for stopping by. Right? So man and woman, any man or woman can have a bad night, right? You can get injured, aka Bottle Jack, a cut so big in his forehead, he still got a scar there against Marcus Brown, right? You can't see. Yurioka's Gamboa, you can get hit so hard, you sprain your goddamn Achilles or whatever the hell happened to him when Tank Davis hit him, right? You get a cut on your eye. You get in there with a guy with fucked up gloves. You feel me? Right? So we gotta give Bud credit for being ready. Salute you, Bud. You beat every man that they put in front of you, but who are those men? Who? Bud to me right now with the Spence reference for him, Bud to me is like the guy that say they're gonna help you move but don't show up to the end and then move a couch and then expect to get a beer. You know what I'm saying? They move one couch or light a couch in your house because you almost done the first thing y'all put in the truck. Right? Be like, man, woo, sweating. Oh man, some hard work. Where's the beers at? We did all the lifting, motherfucker. And you want to drink up my Coronas? No. Get your ass home. Go home. You might as well not even showed up to the party. We do all the heavy lifting, then you come and get the celebration. Hell no. 60-40, bud. Easy fights get made. If you want to smoke and Bob works for you, Bob, I'll take the 60-40. We'll rematch it because somebody is going to go. Right? So the rematch is guaranteed. You're a champion. Your rematch is pretty much guaranteed in the contract. Run it back. If you win, salute. Keith Thurman not getting no Spence fight no time soon, Rod. He did it to himself. That's why I keep telling people, people don't understand, man. Men move in honor, bro. And that's why you should love boxing, because to be honest with you, it was supposed to be the most honorable sport. It's two men going mano a mano. No tricks, no gimmicks. Am I stronger than you? Am I more skilled than you? Right? So when Spence came in the game, he called out everybody. Y'all know this. I'm not gonna do your research for you. You're on YouTube. Look it up. When Errol came in the game at welterweight, he was calling out everybody. He didn't care. He was like, especially with Keith Thurman. What Keith Thurman say? Oh, nah, bro. Keith Thurman said, and I can't quote him verbatim, but Keith Thurman said, I'm not fighting EJ. I'm not fighting EJ. Y'all might as well let that go. And I kind of respected him for that. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. I respected him for that. No pussyfooting around, right? But he said it. EJ, look, it's certain fighters you got to go with what they say until somebody prove them wrong, or till they prove you wrong. EJ and Deontay Wilder are those two fighters. Danny Garcia too. He moves with honor. They do what they say and they say what they're gonna do. EJ said he's not trying to fight Keith Thurman. I don't see it happening. I think Keith is a clout chaser. Keith got caught in some panties, right? He finally found a girl that would love him. Got caught in some panties and didn't want to fight nobody. He was too busy getting up in them guts. He was too busy getting up in them guts. So he didn't want no smoke, right? He was worried about life insurance. He was, like we said, he was good. Them silk PJs, Rod. See, but now that attention is waning, right? You done lost the Manny and your name ain't ringing bells like it used to. Right? Everybody looking at Keith funny. What's up, Florida? Right? You want that old thing back. And what's the quickest way to get that old thing back? You get in there with the alpha dog. You get in there with the alpha dog and see what shake out. Let's see if we can make it, because if he looks good, right? If he looks good, that's good enough. Right? That's good enough. But he don't want to man, look, Thurman, you don't want to fight EJ right now. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I think EJ will make Keith throw up in the ring, bro. He'll be puking in the ring, man. EJ, don't do it to him. Battle Ready Fitness and Defense, salute my brother. Thank you so much for coming in the chat. Hit a 1. Keep that chat refreshed for me. You know what I'm saying? Thurman, you don't want Thurman. Don't do it, bro. Don't you do it. Bro, EJ will whoop the shit out of Keith Thurman at this point, man. Keith on a different, man, Errol on a different level right now. He in a different plane of a mental existence, bro. He will stop Thurman. Rod, take care of yourself, man. Keep your head on the swivel, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. Keith don't want that smoke, man. Keith don't want it. He want that check. He want that check. But yeah, man, this weekend, man, great fight coming up. Spence versus DSG. I got it going either a TKO late or a UD for Spence. 10-2, 9-3, something like that. Yo, eBay sweater like, you see that boy back, bruh? Will the Beast, Wild Beast, Savage. Errol, man. Errol, man. Like I said, I hope we see a boxing clinic. I hope we see a boxing clinic this week. I want EJ just to make Danny look like he shouldn't even be in there. And then when the hope is fading, you just stop him with a shot to the body. But what I think it is, I honestly think it is that if like I was saying earlier, all Errol need to do is keep that spacing and keep the jab in his face, right? Keep that jab going up and down. Once he start getting that tank empty on the bottom, then you start stepping to Danny. Then you step to him. You step to him. Keep that right hand up for that left hook, which I saw in his when they did the media day. He was specifically, Errol was specifically, especially holding that right hand up. Right? So EJ, but and like I was telling Rob before everybody got in here. Again, thanks so much for being here, guys. Y'all could be anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But EJ, man, EJ can make this an easy fight. He can make it this an easy fight. He can make this a statement fight. And like I said, man, no matter what I want it to be, nobody ever ran through Danny. Nobody has ever ran through Danny. The two people he lost to at welterweight are better than all 5 of the fighters that Bud Crawford fought at welterweight. His losses are better than Bud's wins. That's crazy, huh? Right? But if he stopped Danny, and especially if he stopped Danny and get right back into the gym, if Errol focus, dead. King D said he think Danny just a great counterpuncher. He a counterpuncher to me, which is no disrespect. Yeah, I think so too. But Danny could beat you up too if you're not right. You know what I'm saying? Danny can walk you down and beat you up, right? But like you said, he's mainly a counterpuncher. That he's all about timing because he's slow as shit. To be honest with you, for a welterweight, he's one of the slower welterweights, right? Feet not really good, but educated. He got educated feet, as I like to say. Right? He knows where to be and when to be there. Right? But man, Danny, I don't know, man. And like the crazy thing is that if Errol make Danny look mediocre, that's when Crawford will be talking about trying to fight him next. Right? Or top rank. Give us Danny Garcia. He had a great effort against Errol Spence Jr. Exactly, Battle Ready. You're exactly right, brother. Right? So, like I said, if Errol stay on his toes and move around the ring, it could be an easy night for Errol, man. But Errol, we all know Errol evil, man. Errol evil in there. So once he see you can't hit him clean or he got you down, he gonna step it up. That's just the way Errol is, man. Like I said, I just want to see it. And I believe he's healthy because he told me. The man ain't never lied to me about this boxing. He ain't never lied. When he was slipping, he told you he was slipping. Wasn't making it to the gym. I was blowing up in weight. I was partying. He told you. Right? So until he lied to me, I ain't got nothing to say about it. We'll see. LSI. Let's see it. But I can't wait to Saturday, guys. I've been wanting to see EJ for a year or something now. He's the premier welterweight. Man down. That's all I got though, guys. Yo, I'm gonna start doing lives more often. I'm not fancy like the rest of these guys yet, but y'all know how that go. You got to pay for that, and then you get there. But hey, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I got some more coming. As you can see, I got the camera going. See what the bokeh in the back, as they like to say. Exactly, King D. Like people don't understand, man. Like if you ever been near death, man, it either scares the shit out of you or you become not scared of nothing. That's just the honest God truth. It either scares you to the point where you can't act, or you become a motherfucker. I think Errol's become a motherfucker. And with the talent he had already, we already knew Errol was a problem. Errol about to be a goddamn problem. Just like Tank. People don't understand Tank. Them boys ain't messing with Tank down at that 135, bruh. Them boys ain't messing with Tank. They talking that rah-rah. They don't want to see Tank. A focused Tank is a goddamn problem. Oh, he beat Leo Santa Cruz. I bet you Tio couldn't do that to Leo. I bet you $1 Tio couldn't do what Javante did to Leo. Tio wouldn't have time, right? Because if and shit, like I said, I'm not sure that Tio hit harder than Tank. They say Tank be knocking out heavyweights and shit in sparring. I'm pretty sure that Tank's stronger. He hit harder than Tio. So if Leo get in there with Tio and you ain't knocking him out, you in for a long ass night, bruh. That volume gonna get to you, cause it got to you when Little Arm Loma was hitting your ass with shots he shouldn't have. Even though I definitely believe you won that fight 100%, right? But they don't want no problem. Look, man, all roads lead to PBC. Y'all can believe it or not. All roads lead to PBC. All of them. Heavyweight, 154, right? 160, 147, 135. 135 and 140, because then 135 is going to move up. All roads, the premium fighters are at PBC. If you're looking to prove yourself, you got to be the champ at PBC. There's no other way around it. Those guys are good over there. But you're good over there. That you good in your hood. But you ain't fought nobody else from another hood that's nice with it. You ain't fought nobody else from another hood that's nice with it. Let's keep it a buck, 150. And I'll give you your change back. But you ain't fought nobody at welterweight. Your biggest name has a question mark. Kell Brook had a question mark. Look, guys, let me explain it like this. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, right? We're questioning if Errol Spence is who he say he is. If he's still Errol Spence, right? We're not questioning if Danny Garcia is healthy or, Danny Garcia had problems. Is Danny going to be Danny, right? But with Crawford, who was we questioning? We was questioning if Kell Brook is the Kell Brook of old, right? Is his eyes going to hold together? How does he react when he get hit by a shot? Dude, you got hit straight, clean in your eye once and the fight was over. No holding, no grabbing, no fight. The fight was over. So is Terrence Crawford all of a sudden a monster puncher? Even though he has good power. He has good power. I don't take nothing from Terrence. I keep trying to tell y'all. I'm just honest about him. Honest about any fight I talk about, whether I like him or not. Whether I like him or not. I have no skin in the game. I'm not getting punched in the face. Right? So we had questions about if Kell Brook was who he said he was. Hell, every fighter he fought at welterweight, we have a question. Who the hell was Jeff Horn? Right? Quite possibly lost to Manny Pacquiao. Again, got that WBO belt as a present going out the door for Manny Pacquiao. Right? Like I said, this is the formula. Dr. Dre, Dr. Bob, right? This is the formula. You feed them guppies, and then we cash out on that big fish. And historically, when that big fight happens, when everything comes together in a nutshell, right? That elite at PBC usually takes the crown, right? Case in point, you got Tyson Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Brahma Wilder. No matter what y'all say, he lost the first. Fury lost the first fight. He was down for 11.5 seconds. Everything else is a byproduct. He lost the first fight. I don't care if he boxed his socks off for 12. He got knocked out. He got knocked out in the 12th round. Right? Everybody want to go to the record books, but when it's their favorite fighter, nobody wants to use context. Right? What's the context? What's the situations behind what happened? That's part of life. That's part of sports. Crawford, he not gonna get King D. Crawford's not getting Pacquiao. How you gonna get Pacquiao now when it's in a pandemic? Your promoter already nickel and diamond everybody. But when y'all had cash flow, the fight wasn't made. Answer me that, King D. Bob is not trying to spend no money on Bud. He ain't trying to spend no. Teofimo, listen. Teofimo had to argue for 1.5 million. Y'all remember that? He had to threaten to back out a fight between their two top 135ers, Lomachenko and Teo. They're on the same docket. They're on the same team. And Teo had to threaten to lead a fight for 1.5 million. You feel what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Is Bob top ranked than the fighters? Bob don't get no fuck. The writing's on the wall. But like I said, people don't understand. October gonna show everything. I've been telling people for years, Bud's ducking. I don't care what him and Bernie the boxer says. You're ducking. Ooh, watch me beat this nobody. I'll just fight who they put in front of me. I told Bob, go make that Thurman fight. Did Bob make the Thurman fight? Since your promoter worked for you, Bud? He pricing himself out. No, you don't know your worth. If Thurman asking you for 10 million, you don't know how big that fight is? You don't know how big the fight is. EJ offering you 60-40 of $100 million fight easy, 150 if the numbers go super right. But you would take less money to fight Kondo on pay-per-view. If it don't make sense, it ain't true. So what make more sense? These guys that's fighting the top of the top echelon, the best of the business in the world in their division at welterweight. They get more smoke over on their side of the street than yours, and they're ducking you? While looking at your resume, Sean Porter's a more dangerous fight than anybody you ever fought at welterweight, bro. And they ducking you. No, you ducked when you signed that re-up with Top Rank. Because everybody knows this is how Bob does business. This is how Bob's done business for decades. What is you talking about? Floyd told you what's up. Oscar De La Hoya told you what's up. Mikey Garcia told you what was up. But they ducking you, bro. Nah, y'all business ain't correct. You're a prize fighter. And that's for you too. They taking money out your kids' mouth. They taking money, food out your kids' mouth, bro. It ain't just you. But like I said, we don't box, right? We don't box. We just follow the sport and study it. But because we never box, even though I have, right? But this is what their logic is. Oh, you don't box, right? So who are you to say anything about this? We follow the sport tighter than y'all do. How many times you done heard a fighter say, "I don't know who this guy is I'm fighting"? How many times you done heard that? How many times you done heard fighters on an interview say something like, "You know what? I don't even watch boxing. I don't even watch TV." How many times? We on here not making a goddamn dime, spending money on a sport we love, right? Giving y'all money for pay-per-views when it's worth it. But we don't have no credit, no credence, right? You got these people on ESPN and all these other networks that's calling fights and can never get them right. But we don't know boxing. I can look at you and tell that when you go that how Bud fight, he always jockeys for outside foot position. Once he gets outside foot position, he starts shooting the straight right. He even does it when he goes southpaw. Then he shoots the straight left. That's how he fucking caught. That's how he fought Kell Brook, because Kell Brook wasn't jockeying for foot position. So as soon as he got the outside foot position, he shot a straight hand and caught him straight in the eye. But we don't know boxing. Sometimes we know more than you do. Sometimes. But y'all business not correct over there at Top Rank. That's really what's going on. Because in a pandemic right now, if y'all had y'all cash locked up like y'all supposed to, like them boys over there at PBC, right, willing to take a risk, throw it on pay-per-view, y'all don't even have the money. Y'all don't have the money to do pay-per-views. That's why Lomachenko and Tio was on free TV, and Bud versus your boy Kell Brook was on free TV. What that telling y'all? And this is all Bud's doing. Everybody want to play Bob. You can't blame a snake for being a snake. Bob is who he is. Whatever fugazi or shit line he fed you, you ate it. You ate that shit sandwich. Don't complain about it. Now, you did it to yourself. You want to spaz off at the fans and the critics, but won't get your own promoter in line. Won't get your own team in line. King D. And the only reason that fight went that way because it was already under contract. Correct, King D? Am I correct? The only reason it was because it was already under contract with Showtime. The paperwork and the ink was already dry. Word, EB sweat a lot, but that's what they've been showing. Let me tell you something about the pandemic, man. Let me tell you something about the pandemic. Most black folks ain't worried about no goddamn pandemic because you struggling from the get-go. Right? You already making $1 out of 15 fucking cents. Right? Time gets short, you put more water in the grits. Right? You thin out that Kool-Aid. You start making beef stew and chili and cornbread. Right? You turn that heat down, you get some more covers. Everybody take a shower at the same time so that water bill ain't high. Get your ass in right behind each other. You feel what I'm saying? But you got these businesses out here, businesses that supposed you got these businesses out here that's been in business for 40, 50, 60 years. And in 90 days, 120 days, you shut down. What that mean? You was floating credit to do everything and making the minimum payments from your income from your business. Right? And then when that third month hit, that third month hit, and you couldn't pay that payment, you know what happened? What happened? They come knocking at your door. You start getting them calls you don't want that nobody like to answer. You floating credit. That's what Top Rank was doing because Bob take the money go to Bob. Bob bank account ain't hurting for nothing right now. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. But you can't pay the guy that beat your pound for pound best more than $1.5 million. He was on your roster, right? It's not like you shortchanging some motherfucker from another team. This dude was on your roster. Tell me why I'm lying. I'll shut up. It's easy to see if you understand what you're looking at. And I'm a fan of all these fighters. I like T.O. T.O. nice in there. I don't like Lomachenko, and that's because of his fans in the media. But skill-wise, if he'd have stayed at 130 or 126, he's a monster down there. He's too little for 135. He's too fucking little. You can do all that fake matrix shit until you get caught by a guy with some power. E.B. Sweaterlaw said, Bob ain't hurt. Once Bob's done with a fighter, it's bye-bye. Exactly. Once he maximized that out, once he maximized that revenue, bye, holla. I got my dough off you. You gone. Thank you, Black Sam. Right? Gouge his eye out, boy. Mr. Condi, Monsieur Condi. Right? That's Bud and Bob right now. Get you a bottle of that bourbon, boy. You go get this boy a honey to lay down with. He's earned it. That's what's going on with Bud right now. Ain't got nothing to do with loyalty or this is business. This is business. Thank you, baby. It's my wife, y'all. She made me some jerk chicken and some white rice. Put that to the side for y'all. Don't be jealous. Man, King, this is just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of time. The zone already out the door. The zone was out the door at the beginning of the pandemic. They just don't. They know it now. Back then, they just didn't know it yet. Right? Triller is what the zone wish they could be. That shit with Triller last Saturday was crazy. Fucking Bob, you got Mike and Roy Jones. This shit was funny, man. But it was a feel good fight. It made you feel good to watch it. Right? It makes you feel good to watch it. Right? It was a feel good fight. He did exactly what it was supposed to do. It gave you something to look at, something to laugh at, something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more embracing of the culture that really supports boxing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Right? Gave you something to talk with your friends about on the phone, on FaceTime, or when you see them at work if you're still going to work on a day-to-day. Right? Yo, hit that one, refresh that chat for me. Right? Make you feel good about it. But the zone, man, these guys, the zone, man, like I said, they had that cash flow up front, right? But they didn't invest it. They just spent it. Y'all know how it go. Right? You get that info, you get that income tax check. You know what I'm saying? It's looking good till you burning a hole in your pocket. Ooh, let's see what we can buy. Right? You go buy that new TV, that new flat screen, put some wheels on the car, get some sounds and shit. 6 months later, you mad shit because you know you should have did something else with that money. That's all the zone is. That's all they did. They saw this pretty new toy that they could play with, especially Eddie Hearn, fucking golden boy. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. That's where the money's at. Who cares? Who cares if it ends? You got Super Finesse Canelo go over there, get that bonus, get that money up front. Have a golden boy work the deal for him. All the while, I think Canelo knew that Oscar was gonna fuck him. I honestly think Canelo's team knew off bat that Oscar De La Hoya was trying to fuck him. Take him to court, get him kicked out of the equation, get rid of the fucking middleman, go back to the zone and get all his money. Canelo a finesser, yo. Canelo is a super finesser, bro. That motherfucker, man. He said, you getting $15 million off me for what, bitch? How about we just eliminate you all the way? Exactly, EB, right? But then people that supplied that financing, like, what the fuck? Right? But you know, it's a gamble. An investment, you're not guaranteed a return. Bad business, right? Whereas if y'all invested in the fighters from the bottom up, grew them up, get them at the bottom, grew them up, like Devin Haney. Y'all supposed to be grooming Devin Haney, building his profile, getting him everywhere y'all can. Right? But no, y'all gave him a bag and left it to him. Not Devin Haney on the fucking island because nobody really want him because he's a fucking problem. Asante L in the building. He just subscribed. Holla at my people. Peace, God. I appreciate you. Right? It's bad business. It ain't, like I said, this is business. You should be running your life like a business. Right? Like what you expect. You know what I'm saying? You got these people making choices for you. No, you make your choice and you die with it. Thank you, Asante L, man. I just speak what I know, man. And sometimes it's not even what I know, it's what I think I know. But I'm smart enough to know I don't know shit. Right? But this is what I'm about to start doing. I'm about to invest time in this. See, I got my new camera up with the Bokeh lens. I picked up a new mic, which if you guys are streaming, you want to, let me get this thing for you. I definitely want to try this mic. How the mic sound? Can y'all tell me? Because to me, in my headphones, it sounds good, man. Hold on. Let me show you this mic I got. Hold on. If y'all looking to do this stuff, you might want to invest in yourself. This mic right here, man. Y'all see that? Samson. Sounds great, man. Only cost $70, man. $70. Everybody spending $300, $400, $500, man. Y'all know how we do it. You find a way. Read the reviews on Amazon and Google. You know what I'm saying? Excellent mic, man. That's I can hear everything. I hear cracking and shit. It's crazy. $70, man. Not bad at all. Man, you know what I'm saying? Well, boxing, man, this is a sport I love, man. Like I said, I used to be a big basketball fan, big football fan, but that shit got to the point like where all the players are divas. They break like what do you say on any given Sunday? It was like players fast as hell, but break like fine china. You know what I'm saying? Like the sport ain't the same, man. The sports ain't the same. Back, I don't care what y'all say. Boxing remains the same once you. It's the truth serum. Boxing is the truest sport there is. One man goes, two men go in, one man come out a winner. That's if you're doing it right. That's if you're doing it right. Me and you, warriors. Am I stronger than you? Am I more skilled than you? Let's see. Am I smarter than you? Let's see it. Right? Not no bunch of innuendos or bullshit. We gonna get to this work and we gonna see where it's at. In most cases, after you done, it ain't no hard feelings. Right? That's how men move. Right? But you got a lot of hoes in the game, just like you got hoes in life. And people don't see it because you like that person. Right? Because you like that person. I appreciate boxing because I'm older, man. I done been through some shit. Tell my kids all the time, listen to these songs. The songs mean different shit when you get older. You know what I'm saying? You listen to some Rolling Stones when you was little. You was like, what's this shit? You hear it now, you be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You listen to some Marvin Gaye, like, damn. Right? That shit is different once you get some wisdom, once you get some experience. Right? But that's all I got, man. I got to eat dinner. This food smelling good. I got some other chats I'm going to be on tonight. Look out for me. I'm going to be on Mark Nash tonight. Y'all should subscribe to him. He have a bunch of interesting topics, man. He's a good dude, man. It's Mark Nash. I'll put his link. Let me put his link up here. Hold on. Let me find him. But, man, I just hope all y'all, man, look, with all this shit, man, I'm going to tell y'all like I tell my people around me. Because I have nothing to offer but information, guys. That's all I got, man. No matter what, man, no matter what this media's tell you, no matter what the people putting out in this world, man, it's gonna be all right. I'm trying to tell people, man. Everything you could ever be is on the other side of your fear. Everything you could be is on the other side of your fear, right? Fear is good, but it can be dangerous if you let it control you. You let it control you. You control that fear, right? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with being scared, right? But some people fear makes you focus, right? Some people break down. I like to say, I'm a person that performs better under pressure. That's my boy Mark Nash channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna tell y'all like I tell everybody, man. Tell everybody, it's simple. Life ain't hard, man. It's simple. First things first, take care of yourself. Because if you're not right, you can't take care of nobody. Take care of yourself, take care of your family. And I bet you this, everything else will take care of itself. Yo, it's your boy Ricky Williams. Peace. I appreciate y'all being with me. I'll probably be back probably the night of the fight or the night after the fight. Like I like to let stuff marinate first. I'm not a super reaction guy. That first day stuff, I'll leave that to the pundits that do that. I try to get in this thing and explain it the best way I know how. But hey, y'all take care of yourself. Peace be unto you. Peace to the gods. You are a God. You control your outcome. You take care of yourself. 100.